Okay. Welcome to the February 9, 2026 Sherrill City Commissioner meeting. Will everyone please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Item number 2, approval of minutes from the January 26, 2026 meeting.
I make fortune.
I'll second.
Pacola?
Aye.
Vinyl?
Aye.
Shay?
Aye.
Sales?
Aye. Item number 3, approval of warrants.
Okay, and the general fund, $125,809.05. Sewer, $22,606.43. Power and light, $331,669.81. And the trust and agency, $55,996.99.
I'll second it.
Okay, Pacola?
Aye.
Vinyl? Shay?
Aye.
Sales?
Aye. Item number 4, city officials reports. Brandon.
Not a whole lot, Mayor. Crew's been out pretty much every day with plowing. We're blowing through our salt pretty good, but it just happens to be one of those winters where a little bit of snow comes and they're out clearing and dropping salt. So looks like nice weather's on its way. Well, nicer weather is on its way. A little bit of a break. Which also means that the days for the ice skating will be numbered as well. Believe it or not, even with it being as cold out today as it was, that ice was melting due to the sun. So we'll try to keep that around maybe for the rest of the week, and they're likely it'll be gone. So that's all I have for you.
Okay.
I
I know I mentioned last meeting that I was working on year-end stuff. So next meeting, I hope to have some budget transfer proposals for you guys. So
Okay.
I'm working on that. But that's pretty much it.
All right. Item number 5, approve auctions international sales.
So we had 3 items for sale. The first was the fire rescue truck that sold for $11,500. The used griddle from the CAC that sold for $500, and then the digger derrick from Power and Light sold for $16,000. So if everybody's in agreement to let those go, we'll approve those sales in the morning and schedule a time for the equipment to be picked up.
I make motion.
I'll second.
Pacola?
Aye.
Vinyl?
Aye.
Shay?
Aye.
Sales?
Aye. Okay, item number 6 is the secret resolution for the pool project. This is for the State Environmental Quality Review Act. And this is a resolution of the City of Sherrill City Commission determining that the action to execute the Al Glover Sherrill Pool project is an unlisted action and will not have a significant adverse impact on the environment. So this is just part of the pool project, something we have to do as a requisite in order to move forward, correct?
Yeah, so that's a requirement before borrowing money. That's got to be approved by the commission or to pass a resolution to borrow money. So this is for pretty much any and all large projects. We did this for the wastewater treatment plant, for the Route 5 project. So anytime there's large projects being done, this is typically something that the commission will be act as lead agency on.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
This is on the secret.
Yes.
Pacola?
Aye.
Vinyl?
Aye.
Shay?
Aye.
Sales?
Aye. Okay, item number 7. This is the ban resolution for the pool projects. This is a resolution authorizing the city's share of the cost of the reconstruction and improvement of the community pool for the City of Sherrill, Oneida County, New York, at a maximum estimated cost of $650,000 and authorizing, subject to permissive referendum, the issuance of a $650,000 bonds of said city to pay the cost thereof. Could you go a little more detail on what we found out this week from what we expect out of the GDA, even though it's not available?
Right, sure. So we Renee and I had a call with DASNY last week to go over this project a little more in depth. Before they'll issue what's called a grant disbursement agreement, the city has to make a motion to borrow the money. We have to have the money basically approved before they'll release a grant disbursement agreement. So this is the first step in doing so. We did find out that the state will pay up to $2.6 million total for the pool project, which is 80%. We were under the assumption, again, we don't have this grant disbursement agreement, but we're under the assumption that if we filed, I'm going to break it down very simple. If we went out and spent $100, that the state would only reimburse us $80 of that 100, hence the 80-20. We found that's not true. They will reimburse us the full amount up to $2.6 million. So that's good for us. So that limits and reduces what we need to borrow, but we need the $650,000 working capital. If we don't, if the pool comes in under budget, what they're anticipating, and let's just say that we only spend, I'm just giving this as an example, we only spend $3 million instead of 3.25. That $250,000 is a savings to us. 100% savings to us, not just an 80-20 split with the state. So a little bit of good news or better news. So will the project come in under budget? I can't tell you that. We all hope it does, but I can't tell you that it will or if it won't. We also found out that the items listed in the project have to be done. You can change some of the dollar amounts, but you cannot remove the actual project. For example, the project is calling for a splash pad. We have to do a splash pad of some sort. You cannot remove that from the grant. Period. End of story. So, again, does it need to be a $400,000 or $500,000 splash pad? No. Could it be a $100,000 splash pad and use $200,000 or $300,000 to go towards the pool project itself? Yes. Got to jump through a couple hoops, but again, it can be done. There's a little bit of movement. The priority over there is the pool. That's priority number one. Priority number two would be the splash pad. Priority number three would be the pool house, the bathhouse. So we don't have a design. We have not engaged an engineer yet. We can't actually do anything until after April 1st. Cannot spend any money till after April 1st. But again, we have to go through this whole ban process before we can even do anything. So there's a couple more steps to get through. We have to get through this aspect. We have to get the GDA signed. We have to be given the authority from DASNY to go ahead and pursue and move forward with the project. So from a timeline standpoint, the state had asked us for this as well. Design and engineering, in a perfect world, if everything lines up the way it should, will be done this year. Fall, early winter this year. If that happens, we anticipate going out to bid late 2026, early 2027. The pool would be closed all of 2027. The construction season in upstate New York is pretty much April till October. So we would anticipate that construction would happen between April and October and either be 100% complete or as close to completion as possible. Let's assume the heavy lifting is done and the project gets completed. There's still going to be some touch-up work that needs to be done. That would be done in the early part of 2028, just to tidy everything up, earthwork, landscape, getting the grass back to where it needs to be, because if you stop it in the fall, it's not going to take before winter comes. So ideally, the splash pad would open up, let's just say, I'm just going to use a date, Mother's Day of 28, and the pool would open Father's Day of 28. So again, that's the crystal ball version and the if everything goes right version. So we're required to complete this project within 3 years of award. We got awarded, let's just call it January 1st. It was awarded late December. So you've got 26, 27, 28 to complete the project. So
Go on.
I have some comments.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just doing some general math as long as you get cameras here. So the pool, our expenses are $120,000 a year for the pool. We bring in $20,000 in income. So we're talking $100,000, okay, a year expenses on the pool. Right, so 6% of the city residents, which we come up with that number,
Mhm.
6% of the city residents use the pool. So for the ease of, that's 192 people. So for the ease of math, we'll move that to 200 people. Well, 200 divided into $100,000 is $500. Okay, per person. It costs $88 a month to join the YMCA. Okay? The math isn't there. It would be cheaper for us to pay for everybody to go to the Y for those 2 months that city pool's open. It'd be cheaper for us to pay everybody to go to the Y. So,
Bill, I just want to say one thing, just for clarity. It's 6% of the households. I just want to make sure that's clear. It's 6% of the households. So that number just is higher, but I just want to make sure.
still way over.
That's fine. I just want to make sure that I gave you had that proper information, that it's 6% of households in Sherrill.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion.
I second.
Papola,
Aye.
Vinyl,
No,
Shay,
Aye.
Sales.
Aye. Okay. Item number 8, resolution to appoint interim civil service personnel officer.
So this is a little interesting. As we mentioned back in the fall, we unexpectedly lost our civil service personnel director, Jill Som. She had passed away unexpectedly. So we were left with trying to figure out what to do in regards to that. A loose discussion that we had, knowing that Jill was eventually going to retire, was to merge with Oneida County. Under state law, it provides you the opportunity to merge with your county to be your civil service department. The commission made the decision to move forward with that. We've been working with the state and the county. Everything's been transitioned. The county's been excellent. Their staff has been phenomenal. It's really been seamless, and they're doing an outstanding job. They help get the word out, a little bit broader network when we're looking for positions to fill, whether it's competitive or non-competitive. And the state law requires a 1-year waiting period before a municipality can legally transition over. Even though the weird circumstance we had with Jill's passing, even though the state had already told us that could be waived, their legal folks got involved. The gentleman that told us that said it was a mistake. So with that being said, we have to do a interim appointment for a personnel director. Originally, we were going to put myself in as that role, but I signed the RPC, which is the pink sheet for people to come on staff. We were going to shift it over to Renee, but Renee signs a certified payroll every year saying that everything is accurate. You have to be a Sherrill resident. So, oddly enough, that day Mike Holmes was actually here, was our former comptroller, and Mike had volunteered to do the position. It's no pay, there's no compensation. No cost to the city, but he will be essentially the figurehead from now until September 22nd, I believe it is, until the 1 year has lapsed. So again, it's just more of a requirement in us meeting the minimum requirements to move this forward.
So do we have a motion to appoint Mike to this position?
I make a motion.
A second.
Papola,
Aye.
Vinyl,
Aye.
Shay,
Aye.
Sales.
Aye. Item number 9 is public comment. If you wish to address the commission tonight, please stand up, state your name and address. No takers. Okay. All right. No more public comments. Item number 10, other commissioners' reports. Commissioner Cola,
Oh, no, thank you.
Commissioner Vinyl,
I
Shea.
have nothing.
I have nothing to add. No need for an executive session, so is there a motion to adjourn?
I make one to adjourn.
Second.
Pacola,
Aye.
Final,
Aye.
Shay,
Aye.
Sales.
All right.
That's a wrap.
I don't.
I know.